Chapter 1, Chapter 126, Back to School. JJ's POV. Very wrong. Am I going crazy, or am I already insane? So annoying. I can't understand what's happening to me. I already accepted Yuri's proposal. I shouldn't have done that thing with Kiefer. That thing, on New Year's. That damn guy really knows how to mess things up. Ugh. Now, it feels like I'm two-timing. Damn it. The worst part. It almost happened. It really almost did. Baton almost fell. Damn it. I don't even have the face to show to Yuri anymore. This is so frustrating. Every time I remember it, my heart starts racing. My face feels hot. I looked at the ring on my finger. My older brothers wanted me to wear it and never take it off. But every time I see it, I feel like I'm cheating. And quat, sigh, and quat. I muttered. I got up from the bed. Back to school already. It happened so fast. I didn't even feel or enjoy the New Year celebration. Because of Kiefer. I went straight to the bathroom to shower and get ready. I even rushed a bit since I didn't want to be late. While getting dressed, I heard people talking just outside my room. I knew it was Aunt Gemma and brother Angelo. I just didn't understand why they had to talk right outside my door. After getting ready, I stepped out, which made my brother and aunt stop talking. And quat. Good morning, and quat. I greeted them. And quat. Good morning too. Go eat, and quat. Auntie said with a smile. I didn't look at or greet brother Angelo. I was still upset with him. I went straight to the dining area and saw Aries eating. As usual, he looked deadly serious. When does he ever smile? Only when he's with Ella. While eating, I noticed Aries kept glancing at me like he wanted to say something. And quat. Do you have something to say? And quat. I asked him. And quat. You're the one who needs to tell me something. And quat, he replied, making me look at him in confusion. And quat. Huh? And quat. And quat. What's your decision? You'll stay in that stupid section of yours, and quat. Here he goes again. Does he really think he can make me leave now? Of course not. Brother Angelo wouldn't allow it. Especially since I'm in the same section as my so-called fiancé. I didn't answer and just continued eating. Aries was obviously annoyed by what I did. He suddenly stood up. And quat. If you had listened to me, you wouldn't have been set up in that engagement, and quat, he said before walking away. I stopped. If I had followed him, would this still have happened? Would I really be tied down to a marriage they arranged? Honestly, I'm getting tired of thinking about this damn engagement. I finished my meal and quickly got ready. I walked outside and noticed Aries' car in the garage. I thought he already left. I glanced at the gate. Aries was standing there, seemingly talking to someone. I walked over to him and was a little surprised when I saw who he was facing. And quat. Yuri, and quat. I called. And quat. Why are you here? And quat. He was leaning against his car with his arms crossed. He immediately smiled at me and straightened up. And quat. I came to pick you up, and quat, he said. He was about to step closer to me when Aries suddenly blocked him and pulled me behind him. And quat. She's not coming with you. Leave, and quat, he said seriously. And quat. You're not the one who will decide here. And quat. Yuri replied. And quat. Aries. It's okay. I also want to talk to Yuri. And quat. I said, looking at him. He stepped aside and let me walk toward Yuri. Yuri opened the car door and helped me get inside. As soon as the car door closed, he immediately got in. I saw Aries looking at us as we walked. And quat. So, have you and Angelo talked? And quat, he asked. I shook my head. And quat, no. I don't want to talk to him yet. And quat. And quat. Sorry. I should have told you about it from the start. I didn't want to force you, so I tried to make an effort. And quat, he explained. So that's why he had to go down on one knee and all that. That was it. TSK. I touched the ring on my finger. And quat. How are we going to tell our classmates? And quat. And quat. And quat. He took a deep breath. And quat. I already thought about it. It's better if we don't tell them for now. And quat. I looked at him in confusion. And quat. Why? And quat. And quat. It's for the sake of our section. It will be chaos if they find out. Especially now. All of them think Kiefer has feelings for you, too. And quat. Shoot. Why did he mention that King of the Cobras? Annoying. There it is again. Now I am remembering what happened on New Year's. Traitor. I turned to the window, feeling too embarrassed to face Yuri because of what I had done. And quat. What do you think? And quat, he asked. Me. And quat. Oh, okay. You're right. It might just cause trouble. And quat. Especially if you find out what we did. I wasn't sure if I should tell him or not. But this situation is really tough. Now, it seems like I'm just playing him. I looked at the ring on my finger again. They can't see this. They'll keep asking questions. Especially Cin. I took off the necklace I was wearing, the one Poseidon gave me during the Christmas party. I still didn't know who it was really from. But it looked nice, so I wore it. Then, I removed my ring as well. I slipped the chain through the ring's hole, turning it into a pendant, and carefully put the necklace back on. And quat. Great idea. And quat. Yuri commented, smiling at me. I just smiled back at him. The ride became silent. Thanks to the traffic. Damn it. First day of school. It only made things more awkward inside the car. There were moments when I would glance at him, and he would glance at me. We'd smile at each other, and that was it. Then we'd do it all over again, even though honestly, we looked like idiots. And quat. This is awkward. And quat, he said with a small laugh. And quat. You know what? We don't have to take this engagement too seriously. We can still treat each other the same way as before. And quat. And quat. Huh? And quat. And quat. No pressure. Let's not think about the engagement whenever we're together. Just act like the same JJ that I know. And quat, he said, smiling at me. I smiled as well. He was right. Why should we overthink this marriage thing? My older brother is the only one pressuring me. And quat. You got that right. And quat. I replied and immediately punched his arm. And quat. Or, what is that for? And quat, he asked in frustration. And quat. You said to act the same way I always do. And quat, I answered, raising my fist for another punch. And quat. I'm driving. We might get into an accident. And quat. Oh, right. I lowered my fist. I saw him rubbing his arm, and for some reason, we both suddenly burst into laughter. And quat. You punch hard. You're even stronger than me. And quat, he said. And quat. That's your fault. And quat. The awkwardness faded a little. Even the pressure from this damn engagement seemed to disappear. I preferred it this way. Back to how we Used to be. The car stopped in the school parking lot. As I unbuckled my seatbelt, I thought we were about to get out, but Yuri suddenly held my hand. And quat. I forgot something. And quat, he said. I was caught off guard when he suddenly leaned in and kissed me on the lips. When he pulled away, he immediately smiled at me. And quat, no pressure about the engagement, but that doesn't mean I'll hide my feelings for you. And quat, he said before getting out of the car. JJ, two-timer. JJ. Two-timer. It took a while for my brain to function. I just scratched my head when I noticed that Yuri was waiting for me to get out of the car. I hurried to get out. While walking, I suddenly stopped. It turns out that no one can see us. And quat. I'll just go to the restroom. And quat. I told Yuri. I didn't wait for his response. I quickly walked toward the restroom and locked myself inside one of the cubicles. I didn't care if I ran into Freya here again. Damn it. I was so confused. The moment Yuri kissed me, all I could think about was the cheating I had done, or was still doing, to him. It was so wrong. We're engaged, aren't we? Even if it's just an arranged engagement, still. I agreed to it. I accepted it. I have an obligation to this engagement. I need to fix this mistake. If I have to stay away from Kiefer, I will. He already knows that Yuri and I are getting married, so he should understand. I need to talk to him properly so he'll stop, or so we can stop this. Right. That's exactly what I'll do. I composed myself and opened the cubicle door. Not even a second after opening it, I already wanted to close it again. Just my luck. The person I wanted to avoid was standing right in front of me. I was a little surprised, but I quickly glared at him. One of his hands was resting against the cubicle wall. And quat. What are you doing here? This is the girls' restroom. And quat. I scolded him. He suddenly smirked mischievously. And quat. I don't care. No one can stop me. And quat, he said before pushing me back inside the cubicle. Son of a. I literally just said I'd avoid him.